Drunk driver injures couple others. Weekend accident in the Alausa area of Ikeja, Lagos left 4 passengers critically injured after a commercial bus rammed into a street light pole, allegedly due to drunk driving. According to the Lagos State Traffic Management Authority, LASMA, the fully loaded bus with registration number KTU 69YJ veered off course and collided with the roadside structure, causing a high-impact crash that shook the neighborhood. Preliminary investigations revealed the driver was heavily intoxicated and lost control of the vehicle. A couple seated mid-row sustained critical injuries alongside another male and female passenger. LASMA operatives nearby quickly mobilized, stabilizing the victims on site before handing them over to Lasambas personnel who transported them to the Trauma and Emergency Center at the toll gate. The Lagos State Police, through its Alausa division, secured the scene to ensure an orderly response and preserve evidence. LASMA General Manager Olalekan Bakarioki condemned the driver's recklessness and his behavior and stressed that ongoing advocacy and surveillance efforts aimed to prevent such incident is underway. Don't drink and drive, he warned, affirming LASMA's dedication to road safety and commuter protection. Bakarioki extended sympathies to the victims and urged all road users to prioritize safety. For most people that commute to work, by community, people that do not have their own personal cars, or shared transport system with family and friends and all of those sort of arrangements. For people that commute to work, this is possibly not an isolated incident, because when I was coming to work myself this morning, I just saw the driver and I said, "Are you going my way?" And the driver said, "Oh yeah, I'm going your way," and I hopped in. I didn't get the chance to check if he was drunk. I didn't get the chance to check his mental well-being. The idea when you commute in the morning and when anybody is going out, whether it's a working day or a not working day, is you want to arrive safely at wherever it is you are headed. What are your thoughts on this report?
We can't say it enough. Don't drink and drive, and don't drive when you are drunk. It's simple, but again and again you see commercial vehicle operators. They seem to be given to alcohol, and the environment which they operate from also seems to encourage this, because hardly do you get to see any park where they don't sell these sachet drinks. And I think the invention or innovation of alcoholic drink into small sachet may actually be the undoing of society, because ordinarily some people may not afford or may find it a little bit alarming buying a full bottle of gin alcoholic drink or something at a go, but they cause implication on how to carry. But with this small sachet, before you know it, they can even take more than what is contained in the bottle, and even because of it become convenient for them to go, and they can easily tell you, "Oh, is this small sachet and I'm holding?" But beyond that small sachet, he has gulped many before and would likely gulp many. And the thing is that it's contrary to what some people would think, that, oh, he's just a driver. See, if you consider the role these people play in our day-to-day activities, in the mobility of labor, that is one sector that should not be overlooked. Beyond the revenue government get from them with all the monies they get, they play a critical factor in the mobility of labor and ensuring that people get to their destination. And for example, these guys now who are injured, who knows how long they would be off work, whatever work they do. That man-hour are lost on the part of the government and even society at large. That's also, it has some economic implication both for the family and society at large. If you do a cumulative ending of every, the way they calculate GDP and all those things. So this tells something. We should take this sector more seriously. We can't carry out enough enlightenment on the need for these people. Maybe we can even screen some of these people that get into this career. I look forward to a day where we will have certified institutions that can certify who is qualified. Beyond the ability to start a vehicle and drive it. There should be other criteria that can be looked into before certifying somebody to drive, especially those who would drive commercial vehicles, because those who drive commercial vehicles, if something goes wrong, the guy who is driving his private car, if something goes wrong, he probably would be the only victim there. But the guy who is driving a commercial vehicle,
right, like this one that was loaded,
absolutely,
fully loaded.
absolutely. And if you know the way Lagos vehicles are, if this is an LT vehicle, that means it's possibly carrying up to 20-something persons when they see the vehicle is fully loaded. If it's a coaster, but even if it's a downfall, which is this, okay, there is the downfall, there is the smaller one they call Korokwe, which we call keke, not the keke marwa, keke bus here. You know, whichever way they go, each of them carries nothing more than 3 persons at a time. That is if it's fully loaded. That means the lives of 3 persons or more, 3 to 25 or 30 persons are committed to the life of this one person. We don't know his state of mind, his state of health. And you know, at times when you even interact with these people, you see them quarrel with with their passengers. They say things like, you know, concern you waiting and do. And I always wonder, each time I've had to intervene and hear something, how can you say, as at the time a person is in your vehicle, he should be concerned about what happens in that vehicle. I mean, even if not a commercial vehicle, if you were to give me a lift, even if I don't care about you, as at the time I am in that vehicle, I care what happens to you and what happens, because what happens to you within that minute we are commuting together would go a long way in affecting me. If the person loses his mind suddenly and take a wrong decision, it's going to affect me. So it is wrong to think that, oh, the passengers or even other road users shouldn't be concerned how you act when you're on the road. Maybe when you're in your private chambers, we may not be concerned, but when you're on the road commuting people, transporting people, for crying out loud, we should all be concerned. It's unfortunate some people would have to pay for another person's mistake.
Thank you.